Original.
Hello and welcome to Web Crawlers. This is our mailbag episode where we play your voicemails and read your reviews if we have any. I am Allie Siegel.
I'm Melissa Stettin.
Do we have any new reviews?
Yes, this is from Chill Bagel, Maria's Demon. Hey guys, I've been going back and listening to old episodes and just want to say Maria's demon voice is the hardest I've ever laughed at a podcast ever. Maybe at anything ever. Maria, so sorry you had bronchitis / were possessed, but it brought one of the funniest moments of my life. Honestly, I don't think I've ever laughed. I was like, I couldn't even breathe. That was like 10 minutes of like the funniest shit.
We were cry laughing. And honestly, in hindsight, I think Maria had COVID.
Yeah, because it was like, was it November, December 2019?
Yeah, it was a few months before COVID really like broke, and I'm convinced that she had COVID.
She for sure had.
She's so
patient
sick.
Zero.
But also, we didn't get sick, so maybe not is the only thing that maybe.
So
but we also, you and I also still haven't gotten COVID.
No.
So maybe, I was talking to someone about this the other day, about people who still haven't gotten COVID. I swear, I think there's like a blood type or a certain gene or something that you don't get COVID.
There is. I was reading something about some people are immune to it. Like they were doing tests where people would volunteer to get COVID, where they would like put the droplets in their mouths and they didn't get it. So
interesting. So maybe you and I are just immune.
Yeah, or we're just very careful.
Well, I was just thinking if it was Maria who had COVID back then, why wouldn't you and I get it?
Right.
So maybe we're either immune or Maria didn't have COVID. But either way, that demon. Or maybe it was just the demon. You're right. Never mind. It was a demon.
It was a demon. Although I think, I don't know, I might be immune because I've been around 2 people who have tested positive and I didn't get it.
Yeah, I also dodged it. I was around someone who was exposed and I didn't get it. So,
well,
you never know.
We're immune.
Yeah,
lucky us.
Yeah, lucky us. It's so funny. We have 2-factor authentication. Never mind.
Authentication.
Yeah, so every time I try to get on from my laptop, a code gets sent to Melissa, and I have to be like, Melissa, what's the code?
It's G1762. Yeah. This is from Jamie. Episode idea. Hi, ladies. Hope you're doing well. I thought I would send this article to you to show about 9 shocking murders in the city. I'm from Rochester, New York. Wow. Not something you want to brag about, but it may interest you. One of the 9 murders I have a personal connection to, Stephanie Kupczynski, disappeared July 1991. She was my violin teacher. She'd been giving me violin lessons from her apartment. I was getting ready to leave for a lesson when my mom saw the news. It was really traumatic at the age of 10. She wasn't found for another 7 years.
Oh my God.
There's more detail in this link below. Anyhow, some things to make you go, LOL. Love you, ladies.
This one is from Isabel. I almost did my episode on this. Ibadad Forest of Horror. Hey guys, I'm a new listener. My coworker recommended your pod and I've been binging your episodes ever since. Amazing. I've previously liked true crime, but I've never been into conspiracy theories before you, and I've gone down many Wikipedia rabbit holes since I started listening to y'all. Thank you. Have you guys ever talked about the Ibadad Forest of Horror? Couldn't find an episode on it, but it seems up your alley. It's a forest in Nigeria where a guy happened upon a commune with hundreds of human skulls, over 20 bodies, and over 20 living people who had been held captive there.
No,
it's been attributed to religious, ritualistic, and cannibalistic killings. Would love to hear your take.
Oh, never heard of this.
I Googled it a little. It was crazy.
Interesting.
Yeah, we'll have to do an
tales
episode.
From the Ibadan Forest of Horror. Oh, wow. Well, let's get into these voicemails. See what we got.
For the girls at Webcrawlers. Hey, girls.
Hi.
Hey.
Girls. Have I got one for you?
Oh.
Not only is there a glitch in the fucking matrix in the system, but they found that Martini girl or Panini girl or something, the one that faked that she was kidnapped. So I'm making my Taco Thursdays, listening to my girls on the podcast, listening to all your episodes already, which are fabulous. Anyway, I've done a little drinking, so I had the tequila. Anyway, oh yeah, my name's Zach, by the way. I'm calling from Canada. Love you, by the way.
Ooh,
anyway,
hi.
listening to that Panini girl or whatever, the one that faked her kidnapping,
Panini.
18 pounds. You thought she was on drugs. I didn't listen to the end, but there was a theory that she was kidnapped by aliens. Anyway, I'm just scrolling through my Facebook, come across an article from, got you on speaker here, from the Buzz news feed today. Sherry Papini, Papini, not Panini. Sherry Papini went missing and has now been found guilty.
Yeah.
And allegedly making it all up. And it was put out today just as I'm listening to your podcast.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a glitch in the Matrix.
That is.
Oh, wow, that's weird, yeah.
And another bad person has been punished for what they need to do. Anyway, love your show. I know you want long ones, but I can't do one right now because, I don't know, I'm too drunk. Anyway, hope you all have fun. Take care. Keep up the good work. We love and adore you. And yeah, God bless. Bye-bye.
They should do, a deli should make a Sherry Papini panini.
Oh my God, that'd be so funny.
I wonder what would go on it. There'd definitely be
Meth.
some prosciutto, salami.
Well, no, she was super healthy. Wasn't she like a health nut? Maybe it'd be like vegetarian and just like hummus and sprouts.
With Swiss cheese, because her plot,
Her story has a lot of holes in it. Oh.
Oh boy.
Melissa.
Moving on.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. I have a story to call in about, but something really important just happened in terms of the show. So I wanted to call really quick. So I know Melissa always talks about Sherry Papini and how she really wants to know what
Oh my
happened.
God.
And so does everyone else because that shit is nuts. And I just saw an
This is
Instagram
so
post
weird.
that
Everyone's gonna be
screenshotted
calling
it
in
on
about this.
Facebook.
Yeah.
So, I couldn't follow any links or anything. But apparently it came out that Sherry Papini faked the whole fucking thing.
So
And her
funny.
Certainly
husband, I
did.
guess, was maybe in on it based on the comments.
I
I
don't
don't know.
think he was,
But
though.
apparently the
Yeah, I don't think he was.
brand and, all the bruising and contusions, all of that was self-inflicted.
Yeah,
So it
nuts.
sounds like she's a crazy bitch, like we kind of thought.
Yes.
And I don't know. I would love for you guys to get into it and talk about how they thought it was self-inflicted or what in the world happened, because I have to know. The other thing that I want to say really quick is that I know that there's been a lot of talk in the Discord and on the show about Allie eating during the mailbag episodes, and I think she does it during some of the other episodes too. I don't remember, but I definitely heard it, and I sometimes have issues with hearing during the mailbag.
I've stopped.
But I just wanted to say that it has never bothered me, and actually, I've always thought it was kind of cute, not in a
Yes.
weird way, but it always made me happy. Oh, Allie's taking care of herself, and
Thank you.
eating her little snacks.
Give her
hey,
protein.
You gotta have a hard-boiled egg
I always
sometime.
thought it was cute, and it's fine you're not doing it anymore, but I don't know, it's just letting you know it did not bother everyone, and that, I thought it was
Thank you.
endearing. So, anyway, you guys are fantastic. I love the show so much. I haven't talked to Maria, so hi, Maria. And that is all. Honk, honk.
See, that's the thing with misophonia, where eating noises annoy people. It's weird because I do have that, but it's only in when I'm listening to certain things. Like when you eat, or when I'd edit it out, it didn't bother me at all when I was editing. I'm like, oh, I'll just edit this out because I know it bothers other people. And it's weird. It's a weird thing.
This is interesting because I've never heard of misophonia, but I'm Googling it right now. And I have it for some things. I don't have it for chewing, but it says repetitive noises such as pencil tapping.
Mm-hmm.
People with misophonia can become irritated, enraged, or even panicked when they hear trigger sounds. I do have that. I had to do EMDR for noise, but it wasn't for food. It was for loud noises or honking.
Yeah, construction noises are that for me. Jackhammering noises make me go crazy.
Yeah. Oh my God. People ask, is misophonia a mental illness? Is misophonia a form of autism?
I did 23andMe and it popped up as I have it.
Misophonia or mental illness?
Well, both. Misophonia. It's like a trait you can have. I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense.
What? Which 23andMe did you do?
I don't know, 10 years ago I sent it in. I just did like...
There's ones where you can say like what's wrong with you?
Yeah, it has it has your DNA and it tells you which diseases you're more it doesn't diagnose you, but it has you're more likely to have this. Like I'm more likely to have like macro degeneration in my eyes, like because my parents both have the marker on their DNA, so I have an increased risk of losing my sight early.
Oh my God, it's cilantro taste aversion.
Oh yeah,
it checks that.
I have that trait.
That's really funny that it checks that.
But it doesn't bother me though. So like some things are like you can have this and it might not affect you.
I want to get this. I've never done a 23andMe.
It's fat, like, and they update it all the time. So they'll be like, oh, a new trait was added or a new like chromosome thing is added. And it has health stuff on there where you can check the BRCA gene, the BRCA, like the breast cancer one.
Oh, wow, really?
Yeah, it says like if you have an increased chance of having it. And you have to like sign all these things like this is not a diagnosis, this is just like,
yeah,
I don't have it, so that's good, but it's like scary. And like if you're gonna get Alzheimer's.
See, okay, here's my thing though, is that I'm afraid that I would get this and then get my results and then lose my mind.
You probably don't have, if it's not in your family, then like...
No, Melissa, I have all of it.
Okay.
I know. And then even if it said that I didn't, I would be like, they gave me someone else's results. I know.
Well, that's how I found like relatives. That's how I found out that I had that one missing cousin who has like 2% DNA match.
You know what? I'm getting it. Is it a blood test or do you spit?
No, you spit in a tube and then it takes like 6 weeks to get the results. But normally, like, because people get it for their families around Christmas. So normally in like February, I always get an email. It's like, you have 500 new relatives.
That's so crazy.
But they're all like, 0.1%, like very, very distant relatives. It's fascinating. I love it.
Okay, guys, I'm doing it.
Yes. They have your DNA, but like...
Honestly, if they want to clone me, like I'm the least helpful person of all time. Like I'd be the worst clone. What I feel I constantly have stomach aches and all I do is nap. So good luck cloning me. What are you going to do with me?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fascinating.
Okay, guys, I'm buying it. You'll soon be able
what if
to hear
related?
Me. That I honestly sometimes I worry that like the person I'm dating, we get along so well and we're so similar that I'm pretty sure that somewhere our past is.
Yeah, probably.
He's got to be like a third cousin.
Probably.
Which I feel like that's okay.
That's fine.
Yeah,
third is like, it's fine.
Yeah. What? Come on.
Next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers. This is Becky from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Ooh,
and
Midwest.
I just want to say, when I think about Becky leaving a voicemail, I think about Becky from England, and I really love her accent.
Oh,
so
Becky,
shout out to Becky
from England.
I was the one who called in about a month ago with the joke about what does an Amish woman need, 2 Mennonites, and Allie was like, you son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch.
So I was really excited. I was like, oh my God, Allie called me a son of a bitch. Anyway, the reason I'm calling tonight is that I really love your podcast, and I love true crime, and I love documentaries about serial killers and all that shit. But cannibalism is where I draw the line.
Sure.
I just can't.
Understandable.
I was just listening on my Patreon to the one about the Australian woman. No, can't do it. So I just want to share that. This is really only like the second or third maybe one you've done about cannibalism.
Sure.
There's a lot of cannibalism, though.
It's not excessive by any means. But I just want you to know that these episodes, I just have to no, skip that one. Which, it sucks because I love web crawlers and I love listening to all the episodes. So, all right, that's all I wanted to say. Oy, 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 oy. That was really bad. La, la, la.
You know, cannibalism isn't for everyone.
I love it. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I love cannibalism. Stories, whatever.
It's so gross, but it's so like fascinating.
It's just so weird. It's just so
weird.
crazy. Yeah, that I'm like, oh my God, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
What are you doing?
Hi, my name is Violet, and this message is from
Violet.
Web Crawlers.
Violet, you're turning violet.
I've been listening to all of the old episodes, and I recently listened to the one with Craig about synchronicity, and I had the craziest experience, and I was like, I gotta call Web Crawlers. But it took me a full week to call you guys, so anyways, here's the story. I'm gonna change the names of the people involved because I don't know if they want to be on the podcast, but anyways, I'm just going to use the names from friends because, like, I can't think of anything else. So I work with this woman. We'll call her Phoebe, and I'll call her fiance Paul Rudd because I love Paul Rudd. I don't remember his character's name. So Phoebe gets a text at work, and Paul Rudd, who is, like, they're planning their wedding and shit, he's like, oh, my God, my groomsman has been shot in the leg. So we, like, look it up on Google and find like the newscast about it. And this guy is driving on the freeway and this car is acting crazy. So he like flips them off and then they like start trying to like swerve into his car. And so he like thinks that he gets away from them. And then they pull up next to him and they shoot him through his car on the fucking freeway.
Oh my God.
So there's 4 bullets.
Holy shit.
One goes into his thigh. One misses the car entirely. One almost hits his 1-year-old daughter in the back seat, and then one goes into the headrest. So his car is like trying to like kill this dude. And so he pulls off to the side. He's like fine or whatever. The bullet's like lodged in his thigh, and then my coworker Phoebe sends the newscast, what's it, news segment, whatever it's called, to her bestie, who's her maid of honor, and we'll call her Monica. Monica sends it to her husband, Chandler, and like they're all friends, like all 4 of them.
They're all friends.
They're all
oh
friends.
my God, I saw a car that matches his description of like the same like silver
Oh my God.
sedan with like the same driver, and they were on the same part of the freeway, and they were like acting like crazy people. So he took a photo of the license plate,
Yes.
and like sends it to like Paul Rudd to be like, holy shit, I think this is a car. So Paul Rudd contacts the police, and they basically just dismiss him. And they're like, yeah, whatever. And like, they don't even take down the license plate or anything.
Oh
so
my
this
God.
crazy person is just like
That's
out there
insane.
on the freeway still and like driving around. And then in addition to that, I was watching Lord of the Rings with my boyfriend, and there was a scene where they're like going down the river.
Date
and
night.
like, 2 really big statues of men are like guarding the river or whatever with their like hands out. And of course, I was like, it looks like they're saying to like stop. So I started singing like the Spice Girls song, Stop, like stop right there. Thank you very much. My boyfriend.
There's a part 2. Stop right there.
It's actually
this
Stop
is
Right
Violet
Now.
Finishing my story for Web Crawlers about synchronicity. So I started singing the Spice Girls song, Stop. My boyfriend's like, what the fuck is that? I've never heard that before. And I was like, that's crazy. They're iconic. Like, where have you been? And the next day when we're at work, the song Stop by Spice Girls comes on the radio. And I was like, holy shit, I haven't heard the song in like a decade. This is crazy. Anyways, I thought you guys would appreciate that. So takeaway here is don't flip people off on the highway. All cops are bastards, and the Spice Girls rule. All right, take care. Bye.
Why didn't the cops even just take a look at the photo? Like, oh yeah, maybe this could be. I don't understand. I
It's
don't
so
get it.
fucked, man.
Stop right now. Stop right now.
There and now. Stop there and now.
Thank you very much.
I need some.
Hi, this is for Web Crawlers. This is Isabel calling back. Okay, so I wasn't going to call back because I was just too embarrassed to after my fucking 9-minute long 3-parter. But I have to say, Jordan, anybody else who wants to come for me, that, the freaking Marissa's Millions, that's mine. I'm the bitch who left the longest
Maria's.
voicemail so
Maria's
far.
really, oh, Melissa, watch out.
Now we're looking at a 9-minute 3-parter if you want to come for me. All right? That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to call back because I'll embarrass myself again.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
Watch
Melissa.
out.
Melissa.
She's going to rob me.
Melissa's millions now.
Okay, next message.
Why doesn't anyone want to live with
hello.
me?
What's up, my spooky babes? I feel insane, but I just got really nervous calling you, and I think it's because of Maria picked up that one time. Not cool, bro.
That was
you know
scary.
that we all have social anxiety. Read the room. But anyways, hi. It's your girl at the Jen Official on Instagram. I called, I don't know, this time, a couple months ago probably. I think it aired around the holidays. I'm your super fan that inadvertently sexually harassed a teenager at Five Guys. Lol? Question mark.
Oh.
And I also
that.
found it super
Cool.
hilarious. I was taking really good care to not mention Five Guys because I was you guys aren't sponsored by them. And then Allie just blurted it out and was so pleased with herself. Hilarious. I love you guys.
I did?
And to answer your question, I'm pretty sure a Five Guys burger is a double patty because I always order the small one or whatever it's called, or mini burger, and I've only ever gotten one patty. And in my mind, I thought it was a small patty and a large patty, but they always yell out one patty, so it's obviously get your act together, lady. So I think that that's the case.
Interesting.
I have so many things to talk to you about. A couple little tiny things and then one major thing. Oh my God, the McDonald's strip search episode. Holy fucking fuck.
Yeah.
I feel you, Maria. I love their hash browns too. And if you're truly
they're
trying
so
to
good.
boycott, heads up, they have those exact hash browns at Trader Joe's.
Oh.
And they air fry pretty nice. But you're also
Oh, I
an
bet.
illustrious podcast host, so you could probably even afford to get a little desktop countertop.
Desktop air fryer.
Deep fryer or whatever, a real one. But I'm telling you, even in a toaster oven, they take kind of a while, in a regular oven, but in a air fryer, boom, they're done in 8 minutes. It's beautiful. So there's your solution. What is the thing I really called to talk to you guys about? Yay for my ADHD. Oh my God. Okay, so the thing I was really calling to talk to you about is the Austin Powers emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Oh, no.
Psych. Did I get you? Oh my God.
You got me.
It is over. And it was over before it was even over. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Okay, this is the real thing. Are you sitting down? Because this is
Yes.
serious.
Yes.
Okay, so your girl at the Jen Official on Instagram. I don't know why I keep plugging that. I'm not even on Instagram that often. But anyways, here's what I have to tell you. So by last year, college, I went to UCSB.
UCSB.
Graduated in 4, which is a miracle because it's definitely a party school.
Yeah.
But the last year, and then I lived there for
There's a part 2.
I live there too,
You
girl.
went to UCSB.
No, I went to USC, but I
USC.
taught in.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I taught in Santa Barbara.
Oh my good God. Just for the webcrawler. Back. What an epic time for the beep to beep. Okay, hopefully you're sitting down. Hopefully you put a fucking commercial break in between that because not that I said anything compelling in the first half, but what a cliffhanger. So, where was I? Went to college at UCSB. Asked me what I majored in college, Allie.
Teaching. What'd you major in college?
Communications. Asked me why I majored in communications.
Why?
Oh, wait.
Why?
Yeah, to get out of college. It was crazy. I didn't want to be at college, but I just grew up in a place and time where that was what people did. But what I did want to do was party and have a lot of fun. So a friend and I took bartending school when we were juniors or something. I don't even think we were 21, but we were
Oh no, did I come across
and
this
when
girl
we
when I was
turned
drunk
21,
or
we both
something?
got hired at a country club in Montecito, which is a fancy suburb of Santa Barbara. And
I'm so scared right now.
we were working there.
Oh no.
One Mr. Weirdo, Ty Warner, bought our property and a bunch of other ones
Babies.
in
Stop
Montecito,
it, yeah.
Santa Barbara with his fucking beanie billions.
Oh my God.
Legit, like, he bought so many properties, and this must have been like, what is time? I don't even know. But like, I would guess like '06, maybe '05, '06, '07, somewhere in there. Because he bought at least 2 country clubs. He bought the Biltmore, the Miramar, which is now
Yeah.
it's not the Westin, it's like the West Elm or the Rose something. It's where Travis Barker and whatever Kardashian he's marrying got engaged. He bought, I don't know, a bunch of stuff in Santa Barbara. And he would come to our property sometimes to like look at plans with the architect or some shit. Like, I don't know, because that's the thing. He bought all these places and then he was like remodeling them all and like making them fancier. And like I mean, you guys did a great episode on Ty Warner and the Beanie Baby craze and whatever. And I wasn't that into Beanie Babies at all. I think I was like either too young or too old when it hit. So I never like was a collector, but I definitely watched that documentary because he was so weird. Like, I don't even know. And also it's a small town. And like when you work in hospitality, it's like, you know, everyone and everyone knows everyone. And like, he was definitely like an outsider coming to like, eat up all the property. So the main thing I remember is that like my friend and I, we were, all my friends worked there at the time, but like we were bartenders. So we had a bar manager, and I shit you not, she almost got fired. Like 6-figure salary at a country club, almost got fired.
And there's one more part. Okay, I'm interested.
Oh my God, so embarrassing. Hi, cuties. I promise.
No, this is worth it.
My boss at this job, like, almost got fired because he came to the property one day and we didn't have what he wanted to drink. Which,
what?
Wait for it. Would you like to know what that was?
Yes.
Yes, pina colada.
Diet 7-Up in a can.
Diet 7-Up?
Weird.
Ew.
I think, like, I don't want to say weird because probably, like, in hindsight, now that I'm learning, like, more about, I'm probably not neurodivergent. He's probably, like, on the spectrum or something. Like, because, like, just the way that he was described in the documentary, like, weird guy. But the only reason I bring up the timeline is because here's what happened, babe. And I mean, this is probably karma, right? So that was like 2005, 6, 7, I don't even remember. But then the crash happened. So he had bought all of these properties at like peak real estate price or whatever.
Yeah.
And then the crash happened. All of his property values like got slashed in half if he's lucky, right? And
oh no,
all of the like prices of building. I don't know if you guys know this, but I have friends with houses. So like all the costs for doing construction and shit went way up too. So he basically was like left holding the bag. But like maybe if a woman like invents your whole website, you should fucking pay her better. Ugh. Anyways, I hate men. Just kidding. I hate the patriarchy and capitalism and all that shit. I don't want to say it's not all nice like it is, but like I know there's a few good ones. Anyways, last thing I want to say, Allie, what do you do like with Reiki or like chakra reading or whatever? I've been seeing angel numbers everywhere, and I just feel like I need to like, I don't know, visit a psychic or something like that and like find out what's going on. So if you could like give yourself a plug and like tell us what you do, I'm a little interested. And that's all I got for you guys. I hope I don't sound as unhinged as I feel. Like I said, I was really nervous to call.
Oh, you sound very
I probably shouldn't have had
No, you sound
today. Anyway,
incredibly normal.
Hope you're all doing great. And guys, I miss Jeb, if I'm being honest. Anyways,
yeah, it's been a minute.
Okay, thanks. Bye. La la la.
Oh, wow.
I'll start off by saying those are the exact, like, the years that I was in Santa Barbara, and I was so afraid the whole time
you were like, oh no, what did I
was so afraid you were going to be like, and Allie, you blacked out so bad, and like, I was so terrified the whole time you were speaking. I'm so glad. Oh my God. Thank God I never really went to Montecito, except I would go to Lucky's sometimes in Montecito and get when I felt like having a steak and a dirty martini. That was like the
that's so like 50 years old of you.
I know.
Martini.
A steak and a dirty martini. That was like the fancy steakhouse in Montecito, but otherwise I would just keep it to the strip downtown State Street. Okay, so my business, it's not so much chakra reading, but I do Reiki, but it's not conventional Reiki, I guess. It's a mix kind of between like guided meditation and Reiki and kind of like coaching therapy all in one. So it's not really silent when you're on the table. Like we have like a 10-minute discussion beforehand about what's kind of going on with you. And then you'll get on the table, and usually while you're there, so I'll do the Reiki and chakra like alignment, which is part of it. But a lot of times I'll lead you through like a meditation about like your limiting beliefs, or take you back to a moment where like you formed limiting beliefs, or sometimes we do like inner child work to kind of have you get rid of stuff that is holding you back, or belief systems that are kind of blocking your perceptions. So it's not kind of exclusively I'm like putting my hands on you and then everything's fixed. It's kind of we're working in conjunction with each other to talk things out. And it's kind of like honestly, it's kind of like a mix of hypnotherapy and guided meditation and
that sounds
Reiki
lovely
as well. Yeah, so it's like you just get a nice little relaxation, and we kind of talk things through. So that's what I do. You can find the information on my Instagram, AllieBaby90. There's some links there.
Bio.
Link in bio.
You know
Link in bio.
Okay. Next.
By the way, after you said that thing about, I can't remember if it was this message or the message before that said the thing about hash browns in the air fryer.
Yeah.
But now I Googled Trader Joe's food that's perfect for your air fryer. And I am on like a kick now because I just got an air fryer and I cannot stop looking now at
My sister makes mozzarella sticks and like chicken tenders for my niece. And she's like,
yes.
In the air fryer, she's like, they taste like they're from restaurant. Like she gets them from Trader Joe's, like the frozen ones.
Yes, that's what it says to get those. It also says the tempura cauliflower, the orange chicken.
Ooh.
Just put all that shit in the air fryer.
All at once. Just make a mission.
Go to Trader Joe's, buy what you want, throw it all in the air fryer, and just see what happens.
It probably will taste delicious.
Yeah.
Okay, next message.
Hi, this message is for web crawlers. I'm calling in with my, not a sex sent me to the ER story, but weird sex story. So, being
nice.
the spooky bitch I am, I dated a guy in high school whose father owned a funeral home.
Nice.
And when you're
you had sex in the morgue?
No alone time. Your boyfriend comes up with the great idea of, hey, I know how to get into the funeral home. And it was one of those funeral homes that's set up like a house. So like downstairs is like viewing area, whatever.
Yeah, like in
upstairs
that movie.
In My Girl.
Bedrooms
and
places for the family to hang out. So middle of the night, I think it was after like a high school dance or football game, something. Complete lights out in this dark ass funeral home. We walk in. He takes me upstairs. I know, so romantic. We're getting into it, you know.
Yeah, you are.
All of a sudden, we hear footsteps. I'm like, great. Like, a ghost is going to fucking kill me. No, these footsteps have flashlights. And we're saying,
no.
Cops. So he puts his pants on quick, runs out. Somebody had called because they thought we were, like, grave robbers. And his dad was there, so I had to do the walk of shame down this staircase with my boyfriend, with the cops, with his dad there. No charges were pressed. I think I got grounded for like 2 weeks or something. But maybe that's what started me into being a spooky bitch. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
your
probably
story. I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, it's your villain origin story.
The lady whose mom puts hexes on trampolines. Can we get on the show, like, put a couple hexes on people or tell us how to do it? Because I would love to do that now for my current mother-in-law. Anyways, love you guys. Bye.
I think that's Amy in Ohio whose mom puts hexes on.
I wonder if Amy's mom will be a guest on our show for like a Patreon episode about hexing and where she learns all this stuff.
Yep, that's definitely your origin story, getting caught in a funeral home.
Yes.
Next message.
Hi, this message is for the web crawlers.
Hello.
Calling about the most recent mailbag episode. Y'all are talking about bats, and somebody's asking like what they do. They
Aside from just eating tons of bugs, which in and of itself is great, because who doesn't love something that gets rid of nasty little critters? They're also pollinators in the desert. So that's always fun. They make cactuses bloom or make seeds, whatever the hell pollinators do. Plus, they're adorable. Just figured I'd throw that out there because you all were talking about bats, and who doesn't love bats? All right. Yep. Thank you. Bye.
Huh.
Interesting.
Yeah, bats are great. Love bats.
And we love back.
Okay, last message of the day.
Web crawlers, I am just calling to request that the guy with the bat in his house call us back and let us know that he's alive, because everyone keeps talking about rabies, and I just want to know if he's alive, because if a bat did bite him, that he's dead, because it's just bad. Rabies, you can't cure it. You have to get bitten and immediately go to the hospital to get treated, or if not, didn't make it. So I don't know if he has called back, but if he has it, we need to know that you're alive. Also, listen to everyone who was saying you should go get a vaccine. I have my rabies vaccine. Thank God. I went to Puerto Rico and I rescued a dog, and the little shit bit my hand a lot. So I'm glad I have the rabies vaccine, because I didn't die by rescuing my second child. Okay, bye. That was nonsense.
Yep, you got to get your rabies vaccine.
Wow. Well, please, what if he got bit and then turned into a superhero, or has some special powers
He
now?
has superpowers now. He is Batman.
He is the Batman. That's what they had to rename it, because it's
Pattinson.
new. Yeah, he is the Batman. All right, guys, please keep calling in. We love your voicemails. We love your voicemails so much. Jeb, please call in. The people are begging for you.
Although he called in last week or 2 weeks ago. I don't remember.
Did he?
Time's a flat circle.
It is. I think you're going to have to turn down my I'm a little bit in the yellow. Sorry about that.
It's all fine.
It happens to the best of us. All right, guys. I am Allie Siegel.
I am Melissa Stettin.
And I'm Maria. Okay, bye.
Bye.
An Erios original.
Powered by Acast.